Boy, them gyal want the old dagger. She wanted. I said.
Yeah. I was talking with my friend, and we were discussing recent events with a man named Jason Russell, who's in charge of something called Coney. I guess they help out with kids in Africa. And so there was this whole uproar on the internet about how he was handling the situation or something. And people were just shocked that people in Uganda actually had access to the internet. It's like, it's 2012. They do have access to the internet in Uganda. So people had this huge misconception that people in Africa and other countries within Africa, they didn't have access to the internet, when in fact they do. I mean, how else would they know about like the latest Jay-Z songs and hip-hop and stuff like that? Is because they in fact have access to the internet and Twitter and whatnot. So the divide probably isn't as exaggerated as we make it seem, because like I said, they're up on latest pop music and everything that's going on with the news.
Pan the wall, brace you on pan the wall. Hey, I said, girl. Anyway, the girl them see me, them want body. Night or day say them want body. Girl I wine her waist 'cause she want body.
Ghana, West Africa, and when we were growing up during our time, there was hardly anything like technology. That was in 1988. I graduated from secondary school, and secondary schools at that time, you have what we call typewriter, and you write your letters and mail them. There was nothing like technology at that time. And even after secondary school, when I went to college in University of Ghana, we had no computers. We were still, that was in 1994. I graduated with my bachelor's. At that time, I had to use a typewriter to type my long essay. We call it long essay. So there was nothing like computers or any form of communication that will be quicker.
Anyway, the girl them spot me, them want hook. So me tear the middle page out our book. Girl a bubble and a brace it for me.
We have cell phones where you can text. I can sit down here and call my mother who's in the village, who had never seen a phone before, probably maybe early 2000s or so. But then the technology is there. The only issue that they have in terms of computers, if they want to bridge the gap, is going to be like the electricity and then the internet service. Because when I take students to Ghana, or when I'm going to Ghana, I'll take a laptop and all that. But when you get there, you have to buy what they call a chip to be able to access the internet. And sometimes the electricity is not that constant. So you have all these other issues related to it. The president just announced 60,000 computers that he gave to schools in one particular, say, state. We call it region. In terms of Ghana, we call it region. So this passed in December for my graduation. And then his mother wanted to buy a laptop. And this guy kept telling me, oh, this one is called 20, this one is called 2, this one is called... I said, what does this boy know? Since when do computers surface in Ghana? And you coming here to tell me which computer is best? And actually, right now, I can't do without him. Whenever something happens to my computer, I just say, hey, go and see what is going on with my computer. So that generation, and he's like, what, about 20-something years old. And you could tell that, yes, the individual people back home are catching up. And they are so service-like that even they can compare to developed nations.
Boy, them gyal want the old dagger. She wanted. I said. Yeah. Stop. Brace you on pan the wall. Girl, brace you on.